Hi, my name is Rachel Waggie, and for my Cup of Culture assignment, I read the book A Thousand Acres by Jane Smiley. I chose to read a book because I enjoy reading, and my schedule doesn't allow for much time to visit museums or art exhibits. This book stood out to me because as I was Googling for summaries over the book choices, it interested me and seemed like a story I would be able to get into. The summary reads, in part, powerful 20th century reimagining of Shakespeare's King Lear centers on a wealthy Iowa farmer who decides to divide his farm between his three daughters. When the youngest objects, she is cut out of his will. This sets off a chain reaction of events that bring dark truths to light and explodes long suppressed emotions. Ambitiously conceived and stunningly written, A Thousand Acres takes on themes of truth, justice, love, and pride, and reveals the beautiful yet treacherous topography of humanity. Set in rural America, Jenny and her family face tragedies and fallouts on their large farmland. After the early death of her mother, 5 miscarriages, a sister going through breast cancer, an alcoholic and sexually abusive father, the death of her brother-in-law, an affair, and the attempted murder of her best friend and sister, Jenny leaves her family to get away from the chaos of her life. This project taught me not to judge a book by its cover, but to delve into the story itself. You don't know what a person has gone through in their life that shaped them into the individual they are today. No matter what they look like from the outside, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. While this story doesn't depict culture in a traditional sense, the familiar culture differs from what I hope the majority of us are familiar with. I was amazed that Jenny not only stayed on the family farm with her husband, but actively participated in the day-to-day operations and cared for her father over the years, despite having been raped by him and then suppressing those memories for several decades. I liked the real-life attitude this book presents. It was at times hard to read, but had something in it that just about anyone could relate to. Even though it is a fictional novel, it presents real-world problems that people face on a day-to-day basis. I'm not sure there was really anything I actually disliked about this book, besides the fact that it was kind of hard to get started and get into, but it did pick up and got you intrigued once the story got interesting. If you're looking for a book to read over winter break, I would recommend A Thousand Acres. An easy read, this book makes you think and keeps you intrigued once you get past the first few chapters.